All right, guys, we are back on the 6.0 tonight. It has been a minute since I've been on this thing or even in the garage at all. Life's just had some curveballs, and this has been a low priority for me. But let's catch you up to speed real quick on where we're at. So you might remember we were talking about cam selection, what the whole ideal of the build was going to be, things like that. So we do have a cam and show you that. So we went with the Cam Motion. This is there's your part number right there. It's a Titan 3, 224, 228, 603, 595 with a 113 plus 4. This is their recommendation based on the weight of the truck, or my estimated weight of that when it goes back together, tire size, all that good stuff. So again, that's based on their recommendation. I reached out to them, told them the tire size, weight, plan for the build. It's ideally going to be probably a stock headed for now anyways. That's the plan, because I want to use some other money for different places. But I'm looking at like a single turbo setup with this cam, stock heads, and beefed up trains behind it, and it should more than do what I want to do with it all day long. And mileage wise, truck's probably going to see 5 to 10,000 miles a year. So tonight, plan is to get this block cleaned up. Trying something different here. So you can see it's got a lot of rust and flake, and I thought about hitting it with a wire wheel. It just wasn't gonna work. So I'm gonna pull the starter off here in a minute, but found it in one of the groups on good old Facebook to get a needle blaster. I think that's what it's called anyways. Pretty sure that's what the terminology was. So good old Harbor Freight had one of those for 100 bucks, 4th of July sale, like 20 off. Picked one of those up, and I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I can clean this block up, get it painted. I've got an oil paint on the way for the swap, and then not gonna throw a cam in it in this one, but hopefully the next one that comes out, I'll be able to have the heads back from being cleaned up and start going back together with this thing finally. That said, let's see if this thing truly works or not. So, moment of truth here after about 5 minutes on this. Seems to knock quite a bit of it off. I'm gonna have to go back over a few spots obviously, but looking at it like here compared to there, especially this bottom little section, it's doing a pretty good job on cleaning that up. So for $75 and some labor, I think we're going to be able to clean this up. I've got new front accessories, things like that to go on it. And again, I'm finished cleaning this up. We'll get it painted, and then we'll start throwing it back together. All right, guys, so finished up on this overall needle scaler is the right term for this, not needle blaster. But finished up just quick throughout the day, worked on this. Probably got about 20 minutes in it overall. I think it turned out pretty good. I want to get an O-ring, the oil pump, got those two things on the way. And then I'll have my decision on cam bearings. We've seen people go both ways on that. And then get that thrown in, get this thing painted, and back on our way finally after a longer pause than I would like, but life happens. All right, so let me show you what's going on with it. Just working around it, like I said, I mean, it cleaned up a lot. Still got a few little spots, but I mean, overall, pretty good difference. All right, so that said, that's gonna wrap this video up. Again, needle scaler, Harbor Freight, normally $100. This did a pretty good trick on getting this cleaned up within 20 to 30 minutes tops, and a little bit more elbow grease, and this will be more than fine to prime and paint. So stay tuned. Hopefully less of a gap in the next video. Do apologize for that, but we'll start moving forward on this and some other cool projects as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.